Good morning to you guys. Good morning to everyone. This is Jay Randy here. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And thank God I'm home today. I'm blessed to be home today. Thank God for that opportunity. And as usual, I'm always on the road at this time of the morning to bring you the morning broadcast. However, I'm here sitting comfortably in my home office here. And I would like to welcome you guys to a very beautiful discussion here. Take a look at the topic. But before we get into the topic here, I would like to say good morning to the following people here watching right now, and do yourself this favor. Invite anyone, share this thing in your group. Please share it on your timeline, share it in any group. All right. I have a very important information to share with you guys here. And then before I go into the topic, any ANC member out there, they need to come out here so they can get to hear what I have to say here. So guys, do me the favor here. Start sharing the video here right now. It's very important. Yes. Start sharing the video. Go right out, log out, go back and share the video. All right. Share the video. Each one share one. Each one share one. Share the video. All right. But to you from Asia there, try to share the video to your Asian brothers and sisters, including Liberians on our side. The D-Black community is very hard to see you nowadays, but I pray that whatever you're doing, God bless your hands to really get to succeed in what you're doing here. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is at a crossroad, but there are some people right in this country here who are no different from the same people in that country over there. And I'm here to tell you this story today before we begin the discussion here. So share one, each one. I got a very important call yesterday from somebody within the ANC, and you will not believe what the person told me. Yes, you will not believe what the person told me. I don't want to give you the story alone. Please try to share. Let me play a little bit of music here and see how far we can go with the share, all right? Share the video here. Thank you, guys. Not to waste your time because I have other things to do this morning. So let me try to cut to the chase because I'm trying to leave from here exactly 11:45 my time. So I think the number of people I have is very important. And just by way of announcement, this evening, probably around 8 or 8:30, I will be carrying out an autopsy. Yes, we're going to do an autopsy of the ANC political platform. I invite you to join me here tonight so that we can conduct the autopsy together, all right? The political agenda of the ANC. So join me here tonight. But what I have to say here today is, guys, from what I'm about to tell you here, all right? It will give me the sense that I think George Weah need to be president for the next 6 more years to come. Yes. What I'm about to tell you here, it means that George Weah, in my opinion, from what I heard, should be the next president for the next 6 more years. Am I happy about that? Absolutely not. I'm not happy about that. But what I have to tell you here is those who want to replace George Weah, they are almost doing the same exact thing that George Weah is already doing. So there's no reason to change George Weah at this time. Yes, because the very people who are out here trying to say they want to make Liberia better, they are not the same. Yeah, I mean, they are not what you think they are. So many of you guys who been following me here, I try to be in the middle, and I always try to stay in the middle here. One thing I want you guys to understand, when you saw me over the past weeks defending Alexander Cummings, I defended Alexander Cummings because Mr. Cummings work and live in this country where many of us have lived and continue to live. And to maintain a better character in this country, you must follow the rule of law, be a good citizen, be a very good employee in this country, or a very good employer if you're a Liberian that hire people. And based on the characteristic, it determines who you are in this country. So when people who don't know what it takes to build for yourself a character in this country try to tarnish your reputation, yes, try to tarnish your reputation, all right, I will come in your defense. It can be anybody on here, any one of you guys who live anywhere. If you went to Liberia and somebody tried to tarnish your reputation, and I know that you work hard to build for yourself that reputation, no matter where I am, if I have the voice to speak, I will support you. Because it is not easy to live in this country to build yourself a character. But while it is true that I have done so, I also want to make sure that the character that Mr. Alexander Cummings exhibited here, because this country has its own rules and regulations that we must live through and live by. Mr. Cummings went to Liberia. He took along the character that he built for himself here. And when he landed in Liberia, he said one fundamental thing that set the tone as to who he is. And that thing is, we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. It is one thing to say things from your mouth, but it's another thing to apply those things in your behavior on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, and ever and ever and ever until you die. So, if you guys from the ANC want me to support Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings need to build his political character. He need to build his political character based on what he said in Liberia, that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. Just how many of you guys enter the workforce in America and they are giving you the code of ethics from the company you work for with the expectation that you will live by the code of ethics? Mr. Cummings went to Liberia and set his own tone. And the tone he said, we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. That was Mr. Cummings' own brand that he introduced to Liberia. So today's topic, I would like to ask you, what different things Mr. Cummings has done and continue to do that doesn't resemble what the politicians in the country that you and I know have done and continue to do? Tell me. But before I get into that topic tonight, this morning, hear what I have to say. When I tell you that ANC will be no different from George Weah, I got a very important call yesterday from somebody. Remember when I told you guys that they said they were trying to make, some guy were trying to make me to meet Cummings? That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I have been told that there are some people in the Americas here who are stopping me from asking Cummings questions. They are stopping me from asking Cummings questions. Some of them in America here. And if that is the case, Mr. Weah will be president. Because the same thing that we accuse Weah of is the same thing the Cummings people are doing here. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. They are showing you their color now. They are showing you their color. They are showing you your color. My sister Victoria, I don't care whether ANC people like me or not. I'm not in the team to look for a job. I'm not in the team to look for anybody. I'm not in the team to look for anything. CDC know exactly what I'm saying. We know exactly what we're saying. Today, Maggie and myself can still talk. Yesterday, I spoke to Maggie yesterday. The day before yesterday, I texted Mr. Tua, we spoke. Whatever they're doing in the government there is not my business, but we maintain the friendship. That's what we do. So I'm not in this thing here looking for a job. No. So I will not sit here to see my brothers and sisters looking for hope when people in America here are already planning to give them more hopelessness in our country. So those of you who are in the ANC camp, who call right now, who are planning to say, oh, don't let Mr. Cummings talk to Mr. Randy. They are no different from the people in the CDC too. They are no different from the people in the CDC. So why should we change it? Why should you change it? The Babu Mo already buy off. Why should you change it? So I'm telling you now, seditions, I'm not coming back to you guys. But you're my meeting, you're my hold your line to keep George Weah in there. Because ANC is not going to change the people of Liberia. They are not going to do that. I challenge the ANC people. I challenge them to be transparent. Because from what I'm hearing, ANC is not going to change anything. And I don't blame Mr. Ure for coming up with that kind of behavior. Apparently, he knows them too. He knows them. He knows them. There are some elements. I'm not saying everyone in the ANC, but there are few elements of people in the ANC that believe that Cummings cannot speak to us. How can you want to be a president in your country and you don't want to speak to the citizens of the country? How? So I'm telling you guys now, Sedition. I'm telling you guys now. I'm telling you guys now. All right? I'm telling you guys. I am telling you guys right now. Do not trust the ANC until Mr. Cummings start to be transparent. All right? Now, let's get to the main issue here. ANC, your political leader, Mr. Cummings, is a very fine man. He built for himself a character in this country here, which I honorably salute him for that. But when he crossed over from the corporate world and not only entered Liberia, but entered as a politician, not only did he enter as a politician, but also came with a phrase that gave Liberians a shivering feelings that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. That speaks volumes. That changes the game. That set a tone. But about what I just said, if Mr. Cummings, having lived up to those standards, then he cannot be trusted. Then Mr. Cummings cannot be trusted. Then Mr. Cummings is not reliable. Then Mr. Cummings is not transparent. With that said, I challenge every one of you guys to tell me what Mr. Cummings has done differently since he came up with that phrase, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. Are you guys living those things in your behavior? You guys that support Cummings? When sedition are blocking joy, we are from meeting other people. What about you guys who are the partisan? When some of you guys are preventing some of us from talking to Cummings. Aren't you doing the same thing over and over? And that is why you will not get different results. And that different result you will not get if you continue like that. Cummings will not become president of this country. He will not be president of Liberia. Because he's going to do the same thing and you guys are going to be worse than him. I mean, than we are people. So let's just keep we are there. When they get tired, see each other, they will open up the floodgate and they will welcome some of us. But now you guys, we cannot take another 6 more years to come with the same thing that we are continuing to see in the we are government. So I want to challenge you guys before I even get to Cummings. How many of you guys right now, sitting down watching me right now from the ANC, that are plotting against not only me, but many Liberians from stopping us from seeing Cummings? Because you got interest, right? You want job. That's what you want. You want job. You don't want people who got the smarter ideas to reach to Cummings. Because when one man say good thing to Cummings, he turn around and say, what? No, I would love to see this man. I want a man to get my contact. You don't want that. But you will sit down on your bed, you will sit down in your closet, you will sit down in your car, and then you want to tell the Liberian people that Cummings is the better people. When you're set inside yourself, you're dirty. In yourself, you're dirty. You're doing the same thing over and over. And you say you're looking for a different result. Does that really make sense to you guys? Liberian people, let me say this. And guys, you share the video. You share the video across every network. Let the Liberian people get to know that Jay Randy, the only man on Facebook who is not afraid to say the truth. He said it to Wea, he said it to Ure, he said it to Ellen, he's saying it now to Mr. Cummings, and he has said it to Boka and continue to say it to Boka. The Cummings people, majority of them, their attitude, their ways, they bring in, it's not going to change anything. They're going to keep doing the same thing over and over to expect the same result that will benefit them. Not doing the same thing, expect different result. Some of them, they need to change. They need to change. They need to ask themselves, what do they want from the Liberian people? And how can the Liberian people trust them? So I want you guys to start asking Cummings now. Can he be trusted? Is he reliable? Is he transparent? And I want you to also ask Cummings supporters, are they reliable? Are they trusted? Are they transparent? Ask them. When you ask them the question, then you follow it with why and let them give you more examples. But Cummings, many of the people, they are very selfish. Let me start with one of them. This guy they call Aseba Toba. All right? Mr. Toba is Cummings chief of staff in the office there. That man was with CDC all the years. Because of his selfish ways, Mr. Weir did not give him any job. We tried to help him get out of that selfish way and mindset. We didn't succeed. He left from Riverside County since 1970 and never went to the county. But because he split way with Weir, now he went to the county wanting to go run for a position. How dare can you leave your county for all the years? Nobody know you. And then you go in there. You think the people are going to trust you? Are you reliable? You don't even build a bridge between the people. Do you think God and me will leave from here and go to River G and say, I want to run? No. I can't go to River G and run. Because the people don't know me. But what I can do for the people of River G is to be able to help them build their community based on my experience and let them get to see me and reintroduce me to the community and people of River G. But I, J. Rennie, cannot leave from here and just go to River G after all the years. Since 1989, I left that place. Do you think I'm naive enough? No. But that one, Mr. Tupa thought the people are so stupid, he went over there and got defeated. And then he came back to Musselwhite County and wanted to run for every snow seat. I mean, he wanted to run for a senatorial position. I think a senatorial position along with Darrell DeLondon, and he lost in that process. A seat that belonged to Jared Indo. He lost in that position. Question here is: did Mr. Cummings actually look at Aseba Atokpa? Or did he look at Aseba Atokpa because people in his circle who are selfish and say, oh, you know what, he's just like us. And you know, he don't care for many people in the community. So bring him on board. Let me say this to you guys. If Aseba Atokpa cannot get at least 2% of the vote in Musselwhite County as the former CDC chairman, do you think Cummings, he going to take you anywhere? Look at the man saying he came. How poorly the party have been when it come out to reaching out there. Haven't you get it yet? Look how Aseba Atokpa is, we are draining the party down. He called himself a very veteran party chairman. And he sat over there and misled you into places. All right? He misled you into places. And all he does is go sit down with Tim over there and make fun of himself. The man, he said, is getting so slim that the jacket he's wearing and the kosu is looking at when he put kosu on the skeleton. The man is coming to the party with no value added. He is a liability. Aseba Atokpa is a liability. He's a very selfish man. Let me tell you now, Cummings. And as long as Atokpa stay with you over there, you can kiss that election goodbye. You already in 2022, but 2023, you already lost it. And for those of you that are in America here, that putting yourself together, telling your grandchildren that, oh, going to Liberia in 2023, you better think you're about plan B. Because you ain't going nowhere. You always stay right here with us. You always stay here with us. You're not going nowhere. You always stay right here with us because the way the man behave, you're not going to win any election. And that phone not ringing over there. I'm not picking on no call right now. It will go to, nobody will call me here. 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 Go to voicemail. All right? Yeah, go to voicemail. Nobody will call me here. Go to voicemail. Nobody will call me here. All right? Yes, Atokpa is a liability. He is a liability to that party. He got no value that he's going to add. He got nothing to add over there. Nothing to add. And then he said over there, he was how do you call it? He was brought on board. Atokpa was never brought on board to be a party member. Cummings hired him to help grow the party. But what did he do? He sat over there now and continued to just what? Enjoy himself. ANC, you guys are staring at another defeat. Trust me. The behavior you got, you stand no chance. And if you ask me, you guys, if you even attempt that election by yourself, you will not go nowhere. If I ever had the opportunity to talk to you, let you not waste your time. Because ANC cannot even count the 4th or 5th place in any election at this moment. Like the way they behaving right now. You cannot even count the 4th or 5th place at this moment. Nobody know you. Especially in the countryside. Nobody know ANC. So, Mr. Cummings, I know you're going through a due process right now. But you need to get into your camp and try to take out that bad behavior of people. You have to take them out of there. You have to take them out of there. They are very selfish set of people. Everybody here want the best. When I was sitting down here protecting Mr. Cummings' character, because it takes time, it takes years to build your character in this country. So when somebody tries to mess your character up, those are all who understand what it means to live here. Jesus Christ came on the face of the planet and died for us and know what it means to live on the planet. And that's why the pastor keep preaching his message all the time. It's the same way that it's a similar way that we stay in the country here. Those are who work hard here for our money, getting up in the morning. There are times that you don't want to get up, but you have to get up to make ends meet, to maintain things, to keep the lights on. And when you leave here and go to the library because of politics, somebody trying to destroy you, I will not sit here to stand by. And that's why I came in defense of Cummings' character. All right? But to say, oh, give the man an opportunity, let the man talk to the man. No, you don't want to do it. So I'm telling you now, seditions, I'm telling you guys. I'm not coming back to you guys, but I will give you guys a warning. You need to keep George Weah morale high. Cummings is not a solution. The people behind Cummings is an individual who is good. But the people around Cummings, they will destroy that country. And you shouldn't allow that. And in my power, in my will, I will keep staying on my show, going on other show. It is not Cummings that got the problem. It is the people around Cummings and not every one of them. It's not every one of them. It is the Charles Bright, form of people behind Cummings. It is the Emmanuel Shaw type of people behind Cummings. You don't see them, but they are very dangerous. They are very, very dangerous. They are the one who controlling how things are supposed to be behind Cummings. You guys remember, when we ran We Are campaign here, did you get to see Emmanuel Shaw on any campaign? No. Did you get to see Charles Brown on any campaign? No. Did you get to see Ajibola Bona? No. What happened when We Are came to office? He brought them on board, right? Think about that. It's the same thing that Mr. Cummings, some of his people are doing to him. They are hiding themselves. So when you hear me say, I don't want to see, when you hear me say, Cummings got Ajibola Bona people behind him, he got Charles Brown and Emmanuel Shaw. Yeah, those are people that you don't know right now. All right? So you guys belong in the Cummings camp. You need to be transparent. All right? You're accusing the government of being this and that. When you guys are you and myself and I. That's how you guys are. And we'll not take that from you guys. You're in America. You're already enjoying it. You're enjoying it. You get all you want in this country. So the people of Liberia, you're leading. Let them find their own leader. Because you're not transparent. You're not fair. We want to tell the Liberian people that we already got what we got here. And let it be that part of town to enjoy. But you don't want to go there and go grab and come back here. No. Is that what Cummings is going for? Is that what you're planning to do? It will not happen. It will not happen. We must go over there and help our people to make them enjoy. Let them be the one to enjoy. Because we're already enjoying here. We're already enjoying here. Y'all start calling me on our phone there. Y'all need to start calling me on our phone. Let me go take out the plug, sir. Somebody told me to take out the plug. I think the person read. Take out the phone plug here right now. Yes. I took out the plug already. You know, one thing about Liberian people, when you put pepper on their bike, then they're ready to find a way to come call you. Nobody calling me here. Their phone is my cell phone. Anybody that call this cell phone, I will see the Sunday here. But they won't be calling me all now. I'm taking no call here right now. All right? We are in a lecture series right now. So the Cummings people, y'all need to get your act together. Y'all start putting your mouth on George Weah. Y'all go and do your own cleansing. Y'all go and do your own cleansing. Because you guys are not clean. You guys are not clean. You guys are not clean. I'm not saying Cummings is not 100. I'm not saying Cummings 100% perfect. But you see, there is something in leadership. It's called transparency. The more you are transparent, the emboldened your people will become to be transparent as well. Because when your leader is leading by example, they will be better. Ellen Johnson said he won back-to-back election because Ellen Johnson said he maintained some form of discipline within the party structure, even down to the members. Mr. Liberty Party man, Charles Walker Bronsky, may so rest in peace. He was a natural loser because he had no strategy of how to maintain his partisans. That's why he lost all the other elections. CDC won the gun election because there's something they call party mandate. Whether the party mandate is good or bad, they will follow it. ANC lost because there are too many Nokate people in our party. Nokate people. They feel that they know everything and they know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. They all work for 8 hours in the country, like some of us, and they all get a paycheck and they all will be paying taxes in this country here. So the way I see it, they ain't work for them. They just a muff they got. And when it comes to Liberian politics, they got no damn idea. The common politics in the country, they don't even understand it. But these are the people who want to come here and want to show to you Liberian people. With that said, in order for me to defend Mr. Alexander Cummings' political character that is in Liberia now, here are the following things he has to do. And I'm going to read it for you guys right here because it's part of my Bible now. This is my Bible here now. I.J. Randy will hold Mr. Alexander Cummings at the highest standard of integrity. Yes, that means whatever Cummings does as a politician in Liberia, I will analyze it based on the highest level of integrity. Because that's what they put in the country here. Number 2, transparency. Transparency. Whatever he does over there, I will also hold him at the highest level of being transparent. Number 3, ethics. Whatever Cummings does, we will also look at it from the highest ethical behavior. Number 4, whatever Cummings does, we'll also look at it from the highest level of moral value. And then last but not the least, whatever it takes for Cummings to be a president, we'll look at how he runs the party and determine whether he got good governance and good practices. I'm bringing this thing out to tell you and to make you to understand whether Cummings is reliable, whether Cummings can be trusted, whether Cummings is transparent. Why am I saying all these things? Because Cummings said we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and hope to expect different results. But for me, I haven't seen it yet. From the people in the party, they are not living up to the quote and the words in every part of that quotation. They are not living up to it. They are selfish, they are mean, and we don't want those kind of people in our country. We don't want it in our country. They can go and go visit, they can go and go live there, but not to take on public position. Public servants are servants of the people. They are the slave of the people. But in their mind, they feel that they are the masters and our people are the slave. No, that concept will not work. It will not work until we start to see them and start to see it in them. So we're all coming to the highest extent of what we stand for. So today, I want to speak to you about transparency. I want to speak to you about transparency. All right? I want to speak to you about transparency. No, you're not getting my team. Maybe you're getting a delay from other. I'm not generalizing here. I'm not generalizing here. You might want to wait for a while. I'm not generalizing here. All right? I'm not generalizing here. Don't pick my statement. Don't pick my statement. I said some of the people, go back again, go and replay. I said some of the people. I know you're here to defend the party, but be very careful how you select your choice of words. Because there are many times I said, I didn't say the entire ANC people. No. So let's be careful here. Let's be careful here. We shouldn't select our words to please our people. No. Be very transparent. There are times I will use the word selectively, and there are times I will use it generally. So that be very specific here, all right? Now, when it comes to transparency, I'm calling on Cummings today. I'm calling on Cummings to declare his assets publicly. He must declare his assets publicly so that we all can see it. Let Cummings give his assets to front page newspaper and let front page newspaper publish it for us to see it. That is the first thing that I'm expecting Cummings to do. If Cummings wants to run in 2023, Cummings should declare his assets this year as well. I hear people telling me, oh, he declared in 2017. You know how long has it been? So since 2017, Cummings is not doing any, he's not getting any pay, right? He's not getting nothing. Is Cummings not getting anything? No. Cummings' 2017 declaration of his assets is obsolete. It's obsolete. Unless Cummings telling me since 2017, he has not received a penny from anybody to add on to what he declared in 2017. Y'all shouldn't get out excuse here. It will not work here. And the person who inboxed me right now, they know what I'm talking about here. All right? They know what I'm talking about here. They know exactly what I'm talking about here. Yes. They know exactly what I'm talking about here. Somebody say, Cummings Party is the fastest growing party in Liberia. Most of the hard-working people are moving towards it. That's not true, my friend. That is not true. That is not true. Hold on there. Hold on there. Say you want to lie here. That is not true. You come to the wrong page. Mr. Vasco, you see the thing that they call Afrobarometer? Go on Google and type in this word right here. Afrobarometer. They have done the assessment. Go see what you just said, whether it makes sense. All right? Go see what you just said, whether it makes sense. Cummings Party is not popular at all. Cummings is the least. He is the least. So don't come bring out your theory here, my friend. I'm giving you this again. And we'll discuss this tonight. I'm going to make a note to myself here. Let me make a note to myself here, all right? Let me make a note to myself. I'm going to make a note to myself right here. So you come in with that false information, I'm going to prove you wrong. All right? Cummings Party. You guys don't watch the show. You want to come up with so many excuses. Vasco, you're making a big mistake. Cummings Party is not popular. They did not speak for himself. It speaks for himself. What information, what is the source of your data that you're coming up with? Vasco, what is your source? Give all the source right now here. All right? Vasco Camara, go and copy and paste that source that told you that Cummings Party is getting popular here. And you want to be educated people? Bring the source. Don't give me the word by mouth. Bring the source. Go for the link that show the data that you guys are getting popular. You are the fastest. You're using that kind of descriptive word, fasted. Go bring the source, all right? Until then, you remain in that corner. But here's the thing here. Until Cummings can show to us that he's transparent. And how can he be transparent? Cummings need to declare his assets. He need to declare his assets now. If he doesn't, don't trust him. Do not trust him. Why? Because Cummings and many of his followers, majority of them, they said did not have money, and that is why did not do XYZ while he was not president. And did not publicly declare his assets. So when started building his home after he got elected, I will give it to Cummings for that. But where I will challenge Cummings, he said we can keep doing the same thing over and over, right? Did not declare his assets. Most of the ministers did not declare their assets. So what can Cummings do differently? So we can expect different result. Cummings must declare his assets now. Cummings needs to declare his assets now. If Cummings doesn't declare his assets, do not trust him. Do not trust him. Yes. Do not trust Cummings if he doesn't declare his assets. Cummings needs to declare his assets now. Yes, he needs to declare his assets. We don't know how many Cummings got. Do we know? And we don't want to live on a speculation, right? So let him declare his assets. And I'm coming after Cummings to declare his assets because Cummings is the one that put every one of us up to that challenge. That we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, right? Yes. So all the politicians in the country did not publicly declare their assets. So St. Cummings get a better character that our defender here from America. Let Cummings come out now and change the game. Let him come here and change the game. Transparency. Transparency. Transparency in leadership will improve the collaboration between any institution and their leaders. And that's what I'm calling on here right now. All right? It is on the internet. I'm not here for internet. I'm not here for internet. Anything I go on the internet, my brother, don't give that excuse. Anything I go on the internet. When we were running, we used to say we are whoever on the internet, you didn't believe it. So Margaret Jones, you barking at the wrong tree. As an educated man, where you did your dissertation for PhD, or you did your thesis as a master level, or you did your senior design project as an undergraduate, everything you say must have a reference source. Do not give me anything on the internet here. I can put anything on the internet right now and say this is Alexander Cummings. Well, it will have to be substantiated and verified. Let Cummings bring his own declaration of assets and hand deliver it to who? To the Liberian media. And let the Liberian media put it in there. Somebody say, we are declaring assets. No, we are did not declare assets, Michael Jones. That's true. But what they come and say, we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. Gentlemen, I am exposing ANC people here now. You hear the question they're asking? Did we are declare his assets? They didn't tell you say no, and that one of the reason I'm not so into we are again. Cummings and said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. So when you asking me whether we are did not declare his assets, and Cummings said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over, where is the fairness in that famous quote that Cummings borrowed from how they call it, Albert Einstein? Where is it there? Where does it stand? You see, when you challenge these guys, they will vomit the truth. Cummings is not going to declare his assets because he got something to hide. That means Cummings is not transparent. He's not reliable. He cannot be trusted. If you hear the supporters saying those things, because what? How your child learn? They learn from the classroom where the teacher teach them. They learn from home. A political party is an institution that brings people together with the same ideas to develop a policy that will become to develop a platform that will become a policy. If you see Cummings people on here telling you now, because we did not declare his assets, so that means that Cummings too will not declare his assets. So where do we stand when Cummings say we can keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results? Cummings cannot be trusted. He's not reliable, he cannot be trusted, and he is not transparent. Until Cummings begin to show to us that he's transparent, he must publicly declare his asset. If he does not declare his asset, he will be gone. He will be gone. Yes, he will be gone. He will be gone. Gloria, you are more confused because you cannot understand what Cummings is saying, that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. You are the one getting confused because you don't understand what Cummings is saying. You see, you guys are not the for the sedition, and we'll keep the sedition. No, Gloria, you're not coming to my show here. You're not coming to my show until you tell me what is the difference by you writing it on Facebook, on your post, and tagging me. What do you make of when Cummings say we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results? Post it on Facebook and tell me your interpretation before you talk about me being confused here. The man came to Labrador and set the tune and said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. All right? We can't keep doing the same thing over and over. But you guys are supporting him on here and saying that because we did not declare his assets, so Cummings should not declare his assets. How dare are you people? How dare are you people to think that way? Really? Because we did not declare his assets, so that means Cummings cannot declare his assets? Wow. How dare are you people to come and sit there and talk that kind of thing? So that's why you're discussing back there, right? That's what you want to do to the Liberian people over there. Because when you put Cummings there, when Cummings get over there, that the city you start saying now. You start telling people, oh, Cummings say he can't declare his assets because we did not declare his assets. How dare are you people? How dare are you people to say such a thing like that? I'm not the one that said it. You just came here and said it. You just came here and said it. Cummings must be transparent. Cummings must be transparent. Cummings must be transparent to the people of Liberia. He must declare his assets. You see, in the United States here, Cummings can be trusted because the system here is very structured. And there's no way that he can do it. Yesterday, I showed you guys Yahoo Finance, where all the salary of the top notch of Coca-Cola employees and any other employee, their pay is on there. It's because there is a law that says so. Cummings went to Liberia and said, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. All right? He went to Liberia and said, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. But up to now, he has not declared his assets publicly. And you guys come here and tell me go on the internet. It's old. I don't know who put it there. I don't know who put it there. Can I go on the ANC website? Because tonight we're going to explore the ANC website tonight. Tonight we're going to explore the ANC website tonight. How can Cummings call himself a man? Or how can you guys say Cummings is reliable? Cummings can be trusted? when Cummings is not transparent. Citizen, you need to hold the line. Your other key, we are there. Your other key, we are there. Or you find somebody else. Because he said, you can keep to this. Cummings said, we can keep to the city over and over, right? But in how much Cummings cannot declare his assets in this month or next month, it's very easy. He got financial people who can just go out there and present the document. Let Cummings declare his assets. Let all get to see it. Let all get to see it. And he truly believes that he wants to be president of Liberia. And he truly believes in transparency. Let Cummings declare his assets. That's all I'm asking him for. All right? That's all I'm asking him for. Let him declare his assets. Because remember, integrity will measure Cummings through that. Transparency will measure Cummings through that. Ethical behavior will measure Cummings through that. Moral value will measure Cummings through that. And I'm going to measure it. I cannot make a case on Cummings' political character when he is not exhibiting what it takes to be a politician. When he came out and said, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect the same result. Those are strong, I would say, drill in, pin statement that he made. And he must live up to those statements. So let now you guys come here and say, because we did not declare your assets, so that means Cummings will not declare your assets. Don't say that here. You will be hurting the party itself. Find something else to talk about. Don't say those things. Because people are looking at your writing right now and they're seeing it. There's no way that you can erase it unless I delete it. But it's already there. So when you come here as an ANC supporter and say that we are declaring his assets, and for that reason, Cummings should not declare his assets, how dare are you people? How dare are you people to say such a thing like that? I don't think some of you guys already understood when Cummings said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. I supported the man, character, I defended it because he's from America here. We all know it. But as a politician now, everything that we did not do, everything that Eden did not do, Cummings said we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. And he's right. But how can Cummings live up to that standard? How can Cummings live up to that standard? There is a saying that goes like this. Transparency in leadership improves collaboration between the people and the government. Why it's true that Mr. Cummings is not in government? When he's beginning to exhibit some form of transparency, it will start to build relationship between the voters and the ANC party. And how does he start? He must first look at what he has told the Liberian people, that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different result. Therefore, I'm going to publicly give my access to the news media, let them publish it for everybody, including the Randy man, to see it. Because I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. And some of you guys come here and want to say, because did not declare his assets. So therefore, Cummings will not declare his assets. Really? Wow. You guys are really, really embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. I don't think Cummings himself will subscribe to what you guys just said. Is that how you want to defend Cummings? Then you stand no chance to make anyone to listen to ANC people. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Find something else to discuss. Find something else to talk about. But don't come here and say because we are. Because what Cummings has said, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different result. It cascade everything. It throw everything away. It throw everything away. It throw everything away. We can't do that. So don't come here and say it, please. Don't come here and say it. I'm challenging Cummings to being a transparent person. Question is he reliable? Is he reliable? Can he be trusted? Is he transparent? And nobody here coming here to tell me, yeah, Randy, yes, Cummings will do this, Cummings had done this. But you tell me because we hasn't done it now, so you want to come in and justify that? Is that the kind of Cummings administration you will be looking at like that? Is that how Cummings administration will be looking at that? No. We can do those things. We can do those things. I'm not saying you shouldn't support your man. I'm not saying you shouldn't support this. But you need to come here and come here with a real talk. Yes. All right? You need to come here with real talk. But we'll let the Liberian people know. Cummings must declare his access now. Why? Because Cummings said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. Mr. Cummings, on many occasions, as a new politician, brought many of us to draw attention to what he was saying. Too many stealing in this government. The stealing got to stop. Haven't you heard that? Are you going to tell me, say, because the people stealing, so Mr. Cummings, when he get there, he shouldn't talk about stealing, right? But that's not the case. If Mr. Cummings say and continue to say too much stealing in the government, and it needs to stop, I agree with him. But what can he do so that such a thing from the Liberian people's side can believe that he will not be accused of such a thing? Is for him to be transparent. So what is Mr. Cummings doing as far as being financially responsible? Is to begin to help his people to be very, very transparent. And where does the transparency start? It starts with him. He needs to set the tone. The man came to Liberia and set a very beautiful platform. We can keep doing the city over and over. I supported him for that. But what has he done since he been in the Liberia political realm now? What has he done to show to you out there, to convince some of us here that he is ready for, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over? Yes, we are tired of doing the same thing over and over. But from his own angle, what is he doing now? So he must declare his access. Yes, Mr. Cummings must declare his access. All right? He must declare his access. And that's one of the things that we'll be talking about here from time to time. And we're going to monitor Mr. Cummings. We'll monitor Mr. Cummings throughout from now to the time. As far as that thing in the court, Mr. Cummings will be exonerated. I ain't get it then, but what happened was because those guys who been through the city over and over, they trying to lie on him. We have made the case now because we have provided Mr. Cummings' signature from where? From the signing of the framework. I posted it online. They went to court with all the documentation. Now they're running around. And they know they're not going to get it from him. That's good. But that is based on his character from the United States that I defended. Now, in order for me to defend Mr. Cummings' political character in his country, called Liberia, he needs to start to what? To exhibit what it means to be transparent. Until Mr. Cummings can publicly deliver his own access to the media, whatever is online, I don't believe it. When you go to court, you know your name is your name, right? But the judge will ask you, what is your name? And you have to say your name. Cummings can have anything online. I don't give a damn. Cummings must be able to hand deliver that access to the people of Liberia. Cummings, we didn't find Cummings on the internet. Cummings went to Liberia and showed his face to the Liberian people and told them, I have a party. I want to be a political candidate with the hope of becoming president. The Liberian people saw him. Cummings went to Liberia and called a news conference and told the Liberian people, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. It was not discovered on the internet. Even though it's a famous thing from Albert Einstein that still got some question behind it. So everything along the way, Cummings managed to what? He managed to present himself in person. So let nobody come here. When I'm asking you to declare his access, let nobody come here to tell me, go online and go do it. No. Whatever Cummings said, it was not done online. He said it and it went online. He's in a different environment now. He's in the political community of Liberians now. Everything going to start from fresh. He must hand deliver his access to the media. Because he went there and said, we can't keep doing the city over and over. The media capture it and put it online. He went there, he said, too many cities in the country here, we caught up to it. It is time now for Cummings now to start out his action plan now. We want to see action plan. We want to see plan of action or action plan now from Cummings. For those of you in Cummings camp, somebody came and say, Cummings party is the most faster party. We'll look at some data tonight. I'm very worried. Cummings is from Maryland. Barack Obama base was in Chicago. George Bush, that is George W. Bush, and George H.W., father and son, their base, Texas. Donald Trump started with New York. He got flocked. He went to Florida. Bill Clinton started with Arkansas, but he got stuck in New York. Jimmy Carter, Georgia. Joe Biden, Delaware. Cummings is from Maryland County, but he doesn't have a base. Where is Cummings base? Those of you who say they make it popular. Where is Cummings base? Many of you guys will say CDC base was most of the time, but CDC losing the base. That's a fact. It used to be their base, they're losing it now. Joe Parker believes that the people of Lofa County, that his base. PNIU believe Muscle County is the base. Charles Walker Brunson believe Grand Pastor County was the base. Where is Cummings base? Where is Cummings base? He ain't got no base. I mean, he believes that people don't trust him. He's not reliable. Agor lost Tennessee because Agor never went to Tennessee. Agor lost Tennessee because all the time he was in power, he never went to Tennessee. So those who are in Cummings camp and say Cummings going to win, where will Cummings launch his campaign? Where does he go to vote? Where does he go to vote? Cummings got no base. The people in the hinterland, as we call it, or the people in the rural area, as we call it, the strategy of winning election over there is different from the strategy of winning in Muscle County and other places. It's different. How much are we putting? I mean, you got to put it in there now for Cummings. How much you got to put it in there? All you got to support Cummings around here. How many of the people from River G know you guys? How many people from River G know Cummings and you guys? How many people from Bogonje know you guys? We'll look at that data tonight. We will look at that data tonight. And I invite all the ANC people to come here and join me. We will look at that data tonight. Because Cummings stand no chance in the rural area. Just sit down here and watch Spoon TV that don't even go anywhere. But when they bring your media entertainment, and you think you got it, I hope you got enough handkerchief. Because if you don't do your due diligence, if you don't strategize to where I think you need to be, you're going to cry again in 2023. Because the data is speaking for itself. When I come here to say something, I have empirical data to show it, to prove it. I'm not somebody who just come and tell you guys something here. No. And that's why I'm challenging Cummings now. Cummings came here and said we can't keep doing the city over and over. But how does he perfect that? How does he define that to every one of you guys who are the members? You think by coming here and just supporting Cummings by word of mouth, you think that's going to help you? It's not going to help you. When we campaigned for George Weah, there were people on the ground. And there were constant communication between the people every day. Whether they were in River G, whether they were in Lofa, there were constant communication that we all have connected. We have connection with them. I mean, yeah, have you gone to Target Town? Yes. That my father town there. What the people saying over there? You sit down here on Spoon. You sit down in America here. And when you see plenty of people that brother will say, on the beef network, you're still coming out with election. You will humiliate that man again. You will embarrass that man again. So come here and don't take important things and carry it to your camp and go learn. But we will let the Liberian people know that Cummings cannot be trusted. Cummings is not reliable. Cummings is not transparent. And if and only if Cummings start by declaring his assets now, then the Liberian people will start to believe in him. Then the Liberian people will start to look at him as somebody reliable. And then the Liberian people will begin to say he can be trusted. or he's transparent. If the Liberian man can tell you that the man can steal the money, and even though he's stealing from the country, but he's building house in America here, I mean in Liberia. He's stealing the country and money, yet he building in Liberia. That's okay. And Cummings that come and say, we can keep doing the same thing over and over, and doesn't want to declare his assets, that's a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. Sit there. Cummings must declare his assets now. If not, the Liberian people will not elect Cummings. All right? The Liberian people, let me see what my sister say here. If he did in 2017, he will declare his assets. Thank you. You make it perfect. You make a little sense, Fatima. 2017 is done. He got whipped. He got flogged. This is now 2023 coming up. He earned some money over time. And therefore, he needs to show to us. He needs to show to us. So let him declare his assets now. Let him declare, let him set the bar to where he got it. That we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. He described the weird government as a government that like transparency. All right? He described the weird government as a government that love that 2 minutes stealing is taking place in there. But how is he going to address the issue? What is he saying now? You think that Asif Atoka is going to bring solution to you? Look at Asif Atoka record. What Mr. Cummings always say? Past performance will predict future what? Performance, right? Something he always say like that. He got all the Google phrases, right? But when it comes to looking for good people, when you look at Asif Atoka past performance, does that make him confident that he's going to get a better future with Asif Atoka? Think. You think. When you look at Asif past record, what is he bringing to the table? A man who never visited a county and got whipped in a county. A man in the Muslim county, a former CDC chairman, couldn't even get 2% of the vote. Don't that tell you that he got a very poor record? And Cummings said things, but in reality, it doesn't make sense. So you need to reevaluate what he says by bringing in the right people. Asif Atoka is not going to take you anywhere. Asif Atoka is a natural loser. He is a natural loser. There is nothing that Asif Atoka will say on any platform that will resonate with, even the chicken in the town. When Asif Atoka is talking on the radio, the chicken will go about doing anything before the human being there. You need to go on the ground and understand. Why you don't understand here is the mindset of the people back home. You guys will cause Cummings to be defeated. Cummings got from now to the end of August. If he doesn't get his act together and rely on you guys, you get ready for 2029. And there should be nobody come here and say the election will not fair. Because we make sure that election will be fair. And we will walk in there and we'll win that thing. Hands down. Just sit here and allow your subjective emotions. Oh yeah, to be very personal with things rather than being very objective to understand the truth that some of us are saying here. Just sit there. Just sit there. Just sit there. Now one thing I know about Liberians, our ego always supersedes our common sense of understanding. That's one thing I like. And that's why we've been in this whole 174 years that we're not doing nothing. Nothing. Individually, we are doing well because we find ourselves in other countries that got their system in place, that got their policy that we follow. So we succeed. But when it comes to running our own destiny, to challenge ourselves where our challenges are, to see our weakness, to see our opportunity to make improvement, because we are so attached to an individual, we don't see the big picture. And that is the reality of Liberia over there. So you sit here and continue to do XYZ. The mistake you put that man into today, do you think a guy like me was sitting next to Cummings, I would allow Cummings to be in any company with Benita Ure? When you talk about the internet and you tell Cummings Ure need in there and see what happened, Cummings record now is tinted. No matter what Cummings does, he will be exonerated. However, that tinted record of forgery will be online. It will be online because it's already on the internet now. It's a super highway where you can see all the trash, the good things, everything is out there. And that one thing you guys should accept to protect that. and you never did. You never did. Have you guys sat down to ask yourself, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? And why did we go wrong? Have you guys ever asked yourself? You took the man from here as a clean man and carried the man that brought order and allowed the man to make all the mistakes in the world. When Cummings was working for Coca-Cola, every country he went to, there were smart and brilliant people who did their due diligence to make sure that Cummings as a Coca-Cola executive did not do the wrong thing. They were very careful. They were very calculative. And that's why Cummings maintained that character. But guess what? When he handed his character to you guys, look what you guys had done to him. Look what you guys had done to him. And look at all the years Cummings stayed in America here. Working with the white people and other super and experienced people. Look how they protected his character while he was serving as Coca-Cola executive. You carry the mental level as a political leader. Look what you had done to the man character. And Cummings should learn a lesson that whatever you want to do to him, he will be the one to face it. You're not going in the court there to go face what is happening to Cummings. It is not your name that is spoiling over there. It is Cummings' name. But the question is, you say you love Cummings, you're protecting Cummings. But what have you guys done to prevent it from happening? What is the risk of Cummings getting closer to Europe? You guys didn't do that risk analysis. The political risk analysis with character protection. You didn't do that. You sit over there and allow Cummings to be damaged like that. We want you guys now. Do you think if I was sitting next to Cummings, I would allow him to go be, I would challenge Cummings to the call. And I say, here are the information here. This man is not reliable, he's not trusted, he's not transparent. He got a very dirty record. No matter what, don't go there. If Cummings decides to go there by himself, I will tell you and say, I told you that. But how many of you guys look at the risks of Cummings getting involved with Uri? I'm not putting Boga there. Because Boga got a very clean record. I'm not putting Numbly there. She's a rookie. But Uri been around for a long time. And none of you guys said that thing. Because you're greedy for power. You're just focusing on Joe Weir. And you put that man on a slippery slope. And today the slippery slope got him there. How many of you guys will fly from America here and go in the court there with him? How many of you guys willing to do that? And you love him? How many of you guys be willing to go to Liberia now to go and get him moral support? Don't stay here. Go there. You cause the problem. You go there now. And you say you love him. You go there. You screw the man over. The man from corporate. He rely on you guys. And what did you guys do to him? Put him in the worst situation ever that he never imagined he could have gotten into. When John Weir was about to go for the debate, we told Mr. Weir it's not a good thing to do. Even though it was reality that he should go there. We said, no, Mr. Weir, the winning strategy here does not incorporate you going for that debate right now. Go out there and go campaign. And our strategy works. It works. It works. Because we challenged Mr. Weir and said, Mr. Weir, forget about the Masorolo debate. The people have disenchanted most of the counties, and the citizens in those counties don't even know what the issue is all about. Let's draw their attention and start to bring physical development to them so that they can get to see it. Today they're seeing roads, they're seeing buildings. So whenever there's a debate, the people tell us, say, the president is going to talk to Moravia people to build more buildings for you guys. Just sit down in the place here and allow Cummings to go get in hand with Mr. Weir, with Mr. Uri. But you got your children in here. When you go to some ghetto community, you'll be telling your children, don't go down to that place of ghetto era. Why are you telling your child it's a ghetto era? Because you already know the character of that ghetto era. Some of you guys knew about your character. But I think what I want to see here, some of you guys already set coming up. Some of you guys are working with Costa there. Some of you guys are working with Uri there. And Mr. Cummings is out there, let me tell you this. Those people will set you up. Right now, I ask you to declare your asset. They're telling you not to declare your asset. They will set you up, Mr. Cummings. They will set you up. Some of you guys are working with Uridium, but you guys are just giving Mr. Cummings just false impressions. Some of you guys, and you know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. And God knows you. It hurts me to see Cummings going to court. A man from America with that kind of good character. Now we got to go do the heavy lifting now. And in order for me to support Mr. Cummings' character, I'm going to begin to challenge Mr. Cummings because what is happening to Mr. Cummings now, it will take reliability. It will take trusteeship. It will take transparency to rebuild Mr. Cummings' character right now. And the way to begin is for him to start to declare his assets now. To tell the politicians how much are worth. So whatever you see, I work hard for it. I work very hard for it. Then that will come to how can he be trusted? He can be trusted by getting rid of some of you guys. And say to himself, I want any librarian who will tell me the truth. I want any librarian who will tell me the truth. Let them come to me and tell me what I'm doing is wrong and be able to convince me that it's wrong. All of you guys are just lip service. You just sit down over there. Some of you guys tired of living. You want to go back to the librarian and be the Jefferson Koji. You want to be the Magadan and be riding next in the car then. You want to be the Pizzo Tide and you're training in America here and go over there. It will not happen. Mr. Cummings, you are a good man. But I will challenge you. I defend your character in America here because I understand what it means to build a character in America because I live here. Liberian politicians are corrupt to the core. Even the core of conduct, they're not won by it. You made a very introduction to the Liberian body politics by saying we can't keep you in the city over and over. I salute you for that. But your people around you are not helping you to live that character. Look what they're saying here right now. Somebody come and tell you, oh, because they declare your asset, so you should declare your asset. Let me tell you, not everyone that come to you, Cummings, they are coming to help you. Few of them will come to help you, but many of them will come to destroy you, Cummings. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Anybody that know what Cummings is, give Cummings the message here. I criticize Cummings. I campaign against Cummings during weird time. I campaign against Cummings. But when I saw that Cummings character getting destroyed, I came here and stood for Cummings. And some of you guys that follow me throughout my time on Facebook, you know my position. But because when I try to expose some of your dirty deeds behind Cummings, then you want to kind of out of your defending Cummings. I want to see you going. You're the Cummings, and the guy is Maurice. Come here, going to code now. So the Cummings, you need to go to the library now and go show your moral support. Because you're getting into that now, right? You're getting into that. Anyone who belongs to a family that boy called Justin from Chicago that was trying to lie on the two Nigerian boys when he was in court. His family flew from all around the country and went to support him in a Chicago courtroom. So you guys, the Cummings, you need to pack yourself together and get on a plane and go there to go show moral support because you're all on Facebook here. You failed that man. You failed in 2017 and it's not the time. You will fail here again in 2023. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself to come here with no empirical data. Who coming into that situation right now? The man got the party structure, right? How many of you guys sat him down and said, Chief, this thing will not work. You don't even have a war room. A war room where you will sit and say, Chief, we differ with you. Welcome you walk out of there and say, you know what? I like the way you approach me right now. None of you guys got it. None of you. There were good people coming around. They didn't want to pick up phone and be running your mouth behind them. Oh, they're coming on, not talk to that man. Come on, not talk to that man. Do I know that somebody who I'm trying to help Cummings here because I can guarantee you guys, once Cummings remain with you guys, he will not win that election. He will not win that election. He will be defeated. He will be defeated because you guys don't understand nothing. If you see the data, how many times have you seen people reporting from the different county of situation happening in the county? How many times? That tell you that the people in the countryside don't even have access to the internet. And how you think they get their messages? Through their superintendents. And who run the superintendents? And who the superintendent run to? The weird government. And you think you stand a chance? How many times have you guys done the assessment? Like the Cummings autopsy report as to why he lost in 2017. What are the findings? What are the corrective and preventive actions you have put in place to make sure you're correcting things? But this year, you start to engage the community. How many of you guys doing it? You think by sitting down on conference call here, acting the webman country is already developed here. You are only using their tools, but you're not using them for the right reason. When Obama was running in 2008, he had foot soldiers, people of the same age group, looking at their laptop on their bike, going from one community to another. They match people of their age. How many of you guys putting that strategy in place for Cummings right now? Your team when you sit down on the different online platform and your team you're made? Yes, you were listening to political entertainment while the people were setting Cummings up. And you didn't even see it coming. When you want to enjoy yourself, you wear your high heel, you wear your long nose shoes, then go enjoy yourself. You give someone else the chance. Because we are not engineered for nothing. The car engine is always under the hoods. The plane engine is always covered in the hoods. But they make the car and the plane to fly. You don't get to see them. You're not going to see the video of it. And that's how I want you guys to take me. As an engineer, I don't believe in too much of pleasure. I sit down and put plans together while you guys enjoying yourself. But Cummings got many people who love pleasure. I'm not in that group. I'm not in that group. Somebody say, don't give them sufficient data. You're right, my sister. That's one of my challenges. That's one of my weakness, Marilla. That's one of my weakness, to give them enough information. Somebody say, J. Randy is looking for a job. Yes, I'm looking for a job. Of course. Yes, Sonny, I'm looking for a job. I'm a consultant. I'm looking for a job. I'm a consultant. I'm looking for a job. Consultant look for a job. Just last week, one of my consultants called me for $1,000. And I had to pay that toward my student loan. Of course, I'm looking for a job. If I'm qualified, why can't I look for a job? You think if I had a job to counsel Cummings, you think I'm going to let Cummings get closer to you? No. Because if I'm going to convince Cummings with enough information, and today what happened to him, you're going to say yes. So I'm looking for a job as a consultant, my brother. I'm looking for a job as a consultant. I'm willing to consult with anybody. I always say, I'm not looking for a job for nobody. All right? I'm looking for a job. I told George we are, don't hire everybody. Yeah, what I told George we are. All right? I told George we are. These people that are running for America that say they want to help you to change the country, assign all of them in the interior. Yeah, and Moreover, not Liberia, yes. Assign all of them in the interior. Take Asef Atoba, say, Asef Atoba, yeah, you're going to be the superintendent of Riverside County. If they don't take that job, they don't love that country. Now, one thing I will tell Cummings too. If Cummings ever become president, all of you guys are in America here, he must assign all of you to the different counties to go take position. And I dare you, not a day you will stay to the places. That means you're not committed, you are not committed to the country. If Cummings become president, everyone in America here, let him give you a different position throughout the different counties. Let's see where you'll go there. Let's see where you'll go there. Because you want to improve the life of the country, the life of the people throughout the country, right? But you will not do that. So as a consultant, we come with good ideas that will make a leader better. The reason I'm sitting down here today, because what I do for a living, I do the best I can. So when any opportunity comes, I'm giving the opportunity to sit down and relax at home. Because when I put myself into something, I put my mind, my soul into it. Cummings says something very sound that we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. It was an idea he brought. But how do we expand that idea into our individual lives, into the party, and into the community, and into the counties, and into the country, and on the continent of Africa? How can we expand that? None of you guys in the ANC, I challenge you guys, got an idea to do so. Why? Because if you had started to do it, you would have been doing the same thing over and over. You would have prevented Cummings from going and taking side with Europe. Americans will say, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Americans will say, we judge people based on their character or the content of their character. I don't want you guys live in the country here and you'll let that man down. You see Joe Boga, people? It was better for George Lopo to go to Boca and say that thing here. He said Boca a lot. And what happened today? It's gone. Do you see any trace behind Boca today? No. Because George Lopo knew what Boca should say. And he went to him. For me, I see that as a risk reduction. It was a higher risk that George Lopo saw and said, no, it's just you in the traffic, you're speeding like this. And the cop see you and say, no, that man, he's off for something that is not so good. I'll go stop him. When George Lopo saw what was happening, that's how he went to Boca and whispered in his ear. Whether it's true or not, but it's called a risk notification. A risk arrest. He stopped the situation. And that's why I didn't speak about that too much. When you see, it's like you see your child going towards the well. Do you wait for the child to fall in the well? No. A mom will quickly run there. A dad, a brother, will quickly run to the child to stop the child. Because the idea, if that child falls in there, the situation will be worse. And that's why Joel Lopo did. And that's why today JMB, even though I don't agree with most of the things he does, there are things that when he does, I'll come here and say to you guys. So enough, guys. I have to run and go. All right? So you have the comments people now. You got your act together. You put that man in that coat. You're the one that got comments in there. You're the one that got comments in there. All right? Cummings is your manager. You're the players. You're Phil Cummings. You're the player. You're Phil Cummings. A football team with a manager, when the player don't perform, they affect the coach. You guys were the supporter of Cummings. You didn't do your better job for Cummings. You're Phil Cummings. You get it from here. You go. You go. You go. My B5 and my independent mind, open-minded people, let's listen to some music here, all right? You're coming for you go. You don't work for nothing. Your education, you learn. You're not even putting it to use. You're not putting it to use. You're not putting it to use. You go. I'm done with you guys. You go. Class is made for you guys. Class is made for you guys. You're letting enjoyment. You're little one for you go. You're letting enjoyment for you go. You're little one here. See you guys. Get ready, it's out.
You don't even know my story. You don't even know your story.
Don't be the evil man, guys.
You know, on the be a look. So moral. You post a new car on Facebook.
Yeah, that's what they do.
So la la.
So la la.
Loving you, I can jealous, say you photo.
Yeah.
My advice for you, in my way, I got
What my guess, yes, he can.
confession. You gotta confess.
Where is Sienna? She was making that. Where is she?
Enjoyment. God your blessing.
That's my tea for my throat.
Enjoyment. No more stressing. Enjoyment. God your blessing. Enjoyment.
I see you guys 8 o'clock.
Another man trash, just another man trash.